And welcome everyone to Wizards Outlook. We got Cardell Dudley Jr. joining us live from Capital One Arena. Washington Wizards coming into tonight's matchup. They're 1-1. This is their home opener, coming off a really nice win against the Dallas Mavericks on the road Friday evening. The Hornets are coming into this game 1-1 as well. They started opposite of Washington where they won their first game. They lost the most recent game to the Sixers, I believe, 125-121. Cardell, obviously, there's common themes as we go through any season. But heading into this matchup, what are some of the things you're keeping an eye on as the Hornets are in D.C. tonight?
Can the Wizards keep up their pace but still execute on the defensive end like they did the other night? When they beat Dallas, that would be key. The Hornets gonna give them opportunities. Right now, they're 17th in the league in turnovers. They average 17 turnovers a game. The Wizards are 4th in pace. So organized chaos in this situation can play to the Wizards' benefit, similar to how it did with Dallas. And considering that the Hornets are still trying to figure things out, young team, kind of in similar positions as the Wizards, is trying to take the next step. I think that would be huge. Also, the fact he rebounding. You can't get off defense if you don't rebound, and that was pivotal. So rebounding, keeping that pace, and obviously defending. Those are the two things to keep an eye on with the with the Wizards are concerned, and keeping LaMelo Ball in check. He's capable. He's erratic, but he's capable. He usually has good games here in DC. You got to kind of keep him contained. You keep him contained, and impacts the rest of their team, and then you can kind of dictate the terms moving forward.
I think one of the things you mentioned talking about the rebounding, obviously, we've seen them. That battle in the paint's been huge for Washington through 2 games. When they've held their own in the paint, we saw what it led to against Dallas. I really like your point about the organized chaos. Tonight, it's not exactly the type of – there's no Giannis in Charlotte. There's no AD and Lively or whatnot, but young fella Ryan Kalkbrenner has been solid through the first 2 games, 12 points and 9 boards, 1.5 blocks per contest. The person, surprisingly, who you might have to focus more on keeping off the glass, Miles Bridges, through 2 games, 10 boards a contest. So those are the 2 guys that have been doing the heavy lifting for Charlotte on the glass. If you're Washington, continue to do what you've done through 2 games. I know they out-rebounded Milwaukee in that first game. I think they were tied with Dallas in the second game, which I think we all decided that was a win, looking at the depth of Dallas's front line. Again, I'm going to probably be screaming this all season. You talk about LaMelo is fully capable. One of the reasons that they can be capable tonight, talk about Charlotte, they have 4 players that attempt at least 5 threes a game. Only one of them is struggling shooting at this point. That's Brandon Miller. The other 3, they're shooting 60, 42, and 40 respectively. Another youngster, Con Knuppel, those Duke fans know who that is. He's shooting 60 from 3 through 2 games. Again, small sample size, but another one of the reasons where I think it was in the Milwaukee game, we saw the difference between Washington kind of taking their time getting out the closing the shooters and actually taking that space, and how much that led to them getting back into a game. They did a better job against Dallas, obviously, but just something to keep an eye on is being disciplined, defending the 3-point.
But the thing also, they give it back though, because they only shoot 68% from the free throw line, 25th in the league. So when they foul, they don't always make you pay. Now maybe those numbers will turn around, but that's something to look at moving forward. But preferably for the Wizards, you don't want them to defend and foul anyway. You get no opportunities anyway. You want to defend without fouling, because regardless if they make their free throws or not, you're still picking up fouls, and that's going to make Keith have to change his lineup. And then they still kind of get to determine what they're trying to do, and they're imposing their wills to you, imposing yours. And also, I would like to see Bub offensively get going. He's been on for a while. They're going to need him. And Keyshawn George, man, see if he can keep it up. See if he can keep up the level of play he's been. And it's not just in one area or a couple areas. It's every phase of the game. He's been outstanding to start the season, man. So, he got some tough matchups tonight. I'm pretty sure he probably start on Brandon Miller. And he gonna, probably see a little mellow ball and couple, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna see a lot of he gonna be having a chance at a lot of people depending on what's going on, man. So I just want to see if he can maintain and just keep up the level of play he's been doing because it's been great. And then Sarr, this is one of them games you can kind of show that you taking the leap as well. Like go get that 20 and 10. You've been knocking on the door double doubles the first 2 games. For the average in the double double, so to speak, man. Go knock it out the park. Go get 20 points, 10 rebounds, man. And build off of that.
Agree wholeheartedly on both of those points. This is one of the after the first 2 tough nights you had, if you're Alex Sarr and the rest of the bigs, again, no Milwaukee front line, no Dallas front line. Again, like you said, they held their own, but these are the nights where show us the growth. These are the nights when the all-world guys aren't on the other side in the paint. Make it an advantage for your team. I think that's more than fair to ask. And yeah, what you said with Keyshawn, yeah, I'm anxious to see if he can continue it. It's been a hell of a start to the season for him, and his progression has been consistent from summer league through now. That growth has been apparent. So definitely looking forward to that. You have anything else you want to add before they tip off in about 20 minutes?
Yeah, keep an eye on Musa Diamante, man. He brings a lot of energy off the bench, man. High athletic, big, long, high energy guy, high motor guy, averaging 9 and 5. Capable of being a shot blocker as well, lob threat. They got to shoot 77% from the field, so that tells you what it is, man. And I doubt he's getting a lot of plays called for him. They gotta keep an eye on him, man. They gotta keep bodies on him. And that's why defense is so important, man, because you can't keep getting beaten. Other guys got to rotate over to get your man. A guy like him would mess around, get 20-plus points off of lobs and offensive putbacks, and you wondering, dump-offs. And you ain't getting people like, dang, he was still, how you do that? You know what I'm saying? And it's because of defensive breakdowns. And if you get those opportunities, obviously shooting damn near 80% on the season, he's going to make you pay, man. So just keep an eye on him.
For sure. So we appreciate you guys hanging with us pregame. We'll see you guys postgame as always for Wizards Outlook. Remember what Cardell mentioned is you head into this game and watch it, see if those end up being the barometers for hopefully a Wizards win or if those were the barometer for a Hornets win. We'll see how things shake out. You guys enjoy the next game.